So goalkeepers, another Friday, still in lockdown. We're going to get another goalkeeper session in. Now this week I've had loads of messages about people saying, you know, I've got a confined space, I've only got a little back garden, there's not a lot of room, I can't get MD to kick the ball at me, what can I work on, what can make me better? So for me I think it's really important that as we go through this kind of lockdown process, we can still work on being really sharp and really good movers, and I don't mean at the discos. So if you move your feet well in a game, you're going to put yourself in a position to make saves miles quicker, miles easier, miles more balanced. So we're going to work on a few drills just to start with. We don't even need a ball, we're going to get rid of that. We don't need somebody to kick the ball at us. We can go out on our own, we can do it in our living room, do it in the back garden. We're just going to crack in. So the first bit is just those little steps across the goal. Just little side steps, nice and tidy. Going to keep our feet nice and balanced. I've got 3 cones set up. That's it. All it is there, set. There, set. And what we're focusing on is, can we have that set at the end? So after we've moved, can we be set and balanced? I like having my hands in front of me. That's my preference. The rest's up to you. And can we keep our feet nice and tight together? I'm just going to start with a nice set of 6. Just there. Bang, bang, bang. Set. 1. There we go. 2. Yep. 3. 4. 5. 6. Now what I'm trying to focus on is make sure I stay balanced at all times. So as I move, if somebody takes an early shot, that I'm still balanced, I've still got my weight underneath me, I can move both ways. At the end of it, after I move, can I be set still, I can go both directions. So we'll do one more set, try and get a little bit sharper. I'm just moving those feet across the way. Yep. 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 Now I've got a bad habit already. I'm terrible for doing this. When there's no ball, when it's just footwork, I look at the ground. The ball doesn't come from the ground very often, it comes from over this way. So can we, while we're even just working on our footwork, get in the habit, staying nice and big, looking at where the shot might come in for. So this is almost a punishment set for me, and it's there. See what I mean? Doesn't matter if you stand in a cone, not that important. But it is important that we see the ball. The earlier we see the strike, quicker we see it, quicker we react. I say that all the time to our goalies. It works really well, it's really effective. So we'll move it on a little bit. We've worked on those little movements across the goal. So if somebody's got the ball here, they just shift it a little bit. I'm set, I'm set, I'm set. I'm always set and balanced, really important. If I'm set and balanced, I'm going to react better, I'm going to make more saves. So what else can happen in a game? I might need to move, then somebody comes through on me, I have to get forward a little bit and set again. So the next one again, we can do it on our own. It's just that lateral movement, I'm nice and balanced. Something changes, I need to get down the line, I need to get set again. So again, do it on your own, not got a ball, nobody else about. Dead easy, you can do it any time of the day. Just crack on my demo, so it's just there, step in, set. Little wander back. There, step in, set. So see what happens, I've moved, I then need to get down the line to narrow the angle, but I'm always balanced. Most important thing, I'll say it all day that we do it, be balanced, be set, see the ball early, gives you the best chance of making saves. So we'll do a set, I like 6, so it's just laterally across, balanced, step forward, done, we come back in. That's 2, I can already feel myself looking at the ground, I'm going to try and stop doing that. Hard, bad habits die hard. See what happens, not the ball, not a person any place near us, nice and quiet. Don't need to annoy mum or dad or big brothers or big sisters in the house. We just take ourselves away. We can really focus on our goalkeeping just for 10-12 minutes, on our footwork, on our movement, on our balance. So the last one we're going to go over here. Move across the goal, forward and set. Sometimes as a cross we can be moving, then we need to drive off one leg, so we can use this little setup again, go across, plant on one leg, drop back in, so it loads everything up It just gets that muscle memory. That's my step, that's where I would take off, and I can work on my footwork just in a small space. So I'll demo it. We're just there, step, there, step, there, step, there, step. So in the game, it's I'm here, high ball, bang, I'm driving. So it's that bit there we're working on. I drive into the ground, push, inside leg if we can. We'll try and work on both legs. It's nice to be able to jump off both of them, so we'll practice that as well. Just come in for one set, then we're done this little bit. So it's over, 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 set, back in, over, 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 set. I'm not as good with my left. Over, over, over. And the last one, we'll take it into what would happen in a game. Yep. Nice and easy, nice easy drive. So you see how it builds up. We work on being balanced, we work on moving across the goal. Sometimes we need to move forward, sometimes we might need to become for that high ball as it pops up in there. Covered it, 5-6 minutes, nobody about, easy to work on. So we're going to move on. Sometimes, instead of it being a short movement across the goal, somebody comes in at this angle and the ball gets transferred all the way across. So it goes from here to, oh my word, I need to make up ground, I need to get all the way over. And there's a couple of different theories in terms of, should you just sidestep? Are you able to cross your feet? My kind of preference is, I'm quite happy to cross my feet over the first step. As long as I know the ball's transferred a long way, there's no chance of that shot coming in. I'm quite happy to cross my feet to make up the ground. Again, as long as when I get to where the ball is, I'm nice and balanced, I'm set, I'm ready to go. Again, no ball, no feeder, nothing. Just a couple of sets of, I'm here, I transfer, I get set, I do it coming back the other way. We'll speak about how it happens in a game, why it's important, why we can work on it, and then what we're trying to get out it, even though we're all in lockdown, limited space. So you can imagine you're here, ball's coming this way, striker transfers it over here to his pal, ready to tap it in. Can we get all the way over this space and be set here again, ready for the shot coming in? And my principle, my theory is that if I go all the way across my goal, I might not get there in time. So I can make up a little bit of time going cross over, as long as I'm set again when the ball's coming in here. So we're just going to do a little set, again no ball, it's set, transfer, set, relax, set, transfer, set, relax. So we're going to do a set of 6, still focus on balance. I always think it's really important, I should have said this earlier, it's not all about speed, it's not all about doing it really quickly. It's about doing it well, getting the technique right, being balanced all the time, and then we can add little bits of speed on all the time. So I would rather we were a bit slower just now, but our technique was really good, we were always balanced, and then the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, however long, we're in our back gardens where we can add a little bit of speed each time. Cool, so we'll do one set just now. Ready to go? So it's set, change, set. Yep, he's changed it. Set. Yep, changed it. Set. Couple more. Set. Yep. And we're there. Nice and easy, it's not a blow, but we're really working on something quite productive. So another little point when we move, and I can feel myself doing it, I set my hands in front of me, quite like doing that. It allows me to be in front of the ball, be in front of my body line at all times. When I travel, I drop them and then I bring them back out. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to do it. Some goalkeepers like to be set, travel, set, their hands stay here. That's cool. Others, and I think it's as long as there's a big gap, you know the shot's not going to come in that space, I drop mine a little bit. I like to bring them back out in front of me, but that's purely personal preference. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to try and add that little touch of speed onto it. But the same thing, I want to be balanced. If I lose balance, you can call me out on it. Like maybe do a press up or something like that. Okay, one more set. Yep. 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 Last one. Yep. Oh, that was rubbish. I was thinking about something else. So what I was thinking about when I fluffed my steps, if you like, was that last little bit into the ball. Again, it's a bad habit of mine that I get here and then I pop myself up in the air for my last step. That takes us off the ground. If we're off the ground when the fellow over there shoots, we need to get back down, before we can push and get after the ball. So if at all possible, if I can get over and keep my feet on the ground the last step, I've got more reaction time, I've got better balance, got more reaction time to deal with the ball. Makes it dead helpful, more effective. I make more saves over a day, a week, a season, a training session. Makes me a better goalkeeper. So we're going to add this all into a little bit of fun with the ball. I've got 2 balls. If you've only got one, it's cool, doesn't matter. You can just work in like that. So really my demo is, I've got 2 balls. I'm going to drop them both. I'm going to get on one of them, and then I've got to work on my footwork to get over and smother the other one. And you've got little decisions to make, even though it's only back garden practice, even though there's no games coming up, we've still got decisions to make. So it's, do I want to cross my step over for the first bit of movement? Am I just a side step? Do I only need one step to then be able to go and attack the ball? So you've got lots of little decisions to make, even though there's no games coming up. Oh. That would have been a good outtake bit. So demo, ball, yeah, I'm there. Only needed one step that time. Still able to get there across the ground. So the rule is I shouldn't move until the first ball hits the ground. So we're there. Yep. Second one. Going to do 2 more. So although it's reactive, although it's that rebound, I've made a save, it's popped back up. I still need to make a bit of decision making, still need to decide what I'm doing. Arms wider this time. So pop it a wee bit wider away. Decisions to make. Ready? Yep. 2 or 3 steps in between. Allows me to cover the ground. Emergency goalkeeping. I've made a little parry, the ball might have been blocked by a defender. Came off the post. Got to get my footwork right to get me in the best place to make that blocking save. Last one. You with me? Let's go. Shouldn't bounce. Yep. Oh, clunk. Calm with the goal. So I've got a couple of different bits of footwork. Going to add one more in, then we're going to make some saves. So that's get up, I'm driving across my goal and making a block. And that tends to be, if I'm going to get there before the striker for the rebound, it's fine, I can be aggressive, I'm quick on my feet. I'm flying across the ground trying to get the ball. It might be the striker gets there first. And that's a totally different bit of decision making, so you recognise, am I getting there or is he getting there first? And I would suggest if he's getting there, on that second ball, you're actually coming to block instead of coming to smother. And if the striker gets there first and we come and block, he might nick it away from us, it's a penalty, he might nick it over us, just gives him something to miss. So you see some great goalkeepers do it, De Gea, potentially the best. On that second save, the striker's got a decision to make. He stays up, gets close to the ball, it's a little blocking save. So I'm going to work 2 or 3 in them, it's the same thing. First one I'm on the ground, second one's a block. Ready? Yep, so we're there. It's just a little blocking save, so he's there first. If I'm a yard away from the ball, hopefully that block's still a big enough barrier. If I get really close to him, I'm still there making that one count in the big minutes. Last one of these. Another blocking save. Yeah, so I'm there. Close to the ball. Big barrier. I think it's called K-save as well. I've heard it called a K-save. This little block, split wide, arms wide, just makes it really difficult for strikers to deal with the ball. So we're going to move on again. Last bit of movement. We've moved across the goal, we've stepped forward. We've done second save, so that scrambly second save and that blocking second save. Again, we don't need anybody else to work with for this. Last one we're going to do is sometimes we can be set high, threatening the cross, and we need to drop back off to be set. I always say to my goalkeepers, you don't want to be caught high, you don't want the cross to come in and you just stay here, because one, you've got less reaction time between the header and you, and second, it makes that loopy one over your head really, really hard to deal with. So if you're set nice and high, I can't come for it, I'm dropping, I'm set. I've got more time to make that save, and the loopy one's not as difficult to have to deal with. So again, just cones, not get any balls, I've set high, yep, we drop off, set. come back over. We're high, we're threatening the cross, can't come away. Yep, set again. Couple last one, my demo. Yep, we're there, set. So you see this distance here, I've gone from this high to this high. So it's what, 1-2 yards. Let's say that takes half a second for the ball to travel that 2 yards. That gives me half a second more reaction time. So it allows me to make more saves in that distance. It just buys me more time to react. So we'll do a little set of 6 again, last one of these. Last bit of movement, then we're done. So you're set high, yep, drop, set, ball back over. Yep, set. Brilliant, we've bought that 2 or 3 yards. Yep, set, superb. Couple more. Yep, away. I'm set, got time to react. Couple more. Yep, set, react, last one. Yep, can react. So I'll show you where it comes in the game. I've got my rebounder. If you've got one, great. If you've not, no problem. If you've got somebody to throw the ball, that's cool. So in a game, threaten the cross, no, set, bang. I've got that time to get after the ball. If I'm high, if I'm here and the header comes in, it's really close to me. It might just beat me, I can't get my arm up, I can't move. If I've dropped off, get this extra time, makes the save miles more comfortable. I'm going to do a couple, I'm going to try and test myself. Yep. Loads of time. If I'm high, it might beat me. Couple more. Drop. Yep. Allows me to be aggressive when I dive into the ball as well. Last one, and we're done. Set. Yep. There. Nice and comfy. So what have we worked on? Balanced across the goal. Balanced if we're getting down the line. If we need to travel further, perhaps cross over that first step, but you still want to be balanced when the strike comes in. Then we've got those decision-making bits of movement. Is it a blocking save? Is it a spreading save? And we've got that I'm high, I'm moving back the way, I'm buying a little bit of time to make saves. So literally 15 minutes, I've caught 4 balls, but I've still worked really hard and I've still worked on specific bits of goalkeeping. You can try it any time. Back garden, front garden, not a lot of diving, inside, outside. Makes us better goalies.